Hi, y'all. Easy Slider here. Do Asians want Americans for a long-distance relationship partner? What a question. Well, actually, the title brings up a deeper part of a question to me. And how do Asians see Americans? Do they see them as desirable? I think that's even a better question. You know, Asian women can choose from men from all over the world, from many countries. So why would they choose an American? Okay. Let me ask you a question. I want you to think about this a second. Let's say that you're 60 years old and you're living in America. You're on your daily routine shopping. And you look up and standing in front of you is the most beautiful 29-year-old woman you've seen in a long time. What do you think your worth is to her? Will she be excited to meet you and go on a date with you? Likely not. All right. Now let's quickly switch you to the same situation in the Philippines. What's your worth to a Filipino? What would make you any different in the Philippines? Well, let's think about that a second. I think it's a pretty good question. But I want to get your mind into the proper way of thinking first. So we need to consider what's important to a Filipino, all right? You know, back earlier in our videos, we talked about differences between province girls and city girls. And if you're in a big city, and the women there see a lot more foreigners, okay? They're more accustomed to seeing foreigners. And they're more likely to act like the women in America when they deal with you. But let's talk about the province women. What's important to them? Let me just name off some of the traits and see where you fall in this category. Province girls are very interested in family. Well, actually, even the city girls too, but especially the province girls. That's very important to them. Education. A man with a kind heart. I've heard them say that so many times. I'd just like to find a man that's got a good, kind heart. A man that's going to be devoted to his wife. A man that'll work to take care of his family and keep them safe. You know, a man that provides food and shelter. A man that wants a woman to stay home and take care of her family. A man willing to accept her children as his. All right? Now, here's a few points that's not as important to her. Age. Oh, I love that. Don't you just like that? They're not hung up with that. Race. Being super rich. Those are things that are not as important to them. So where do you fall in all of that, all right? You might be surprised to know that American men are looked upon with pretty high esteem in the Philippines. In many cases, the families feel like that if their daughter gets an American, they have won the prize, you know. It's funny. The older man is thinking, he's so lucky to find this beautiful, loving young woman. But behind the scenes, the girl is thinking that she is so lucky to have found such a prize. Kind of funny. Well, knowing the information, how's that going to make you look and talk to these women? Actually, I think it gives you more responsibility. I think you need to be respectful, and you need to show them that American men can be very loving and trusting men. That's important to them. The men that get the big head, and they soon lose the women. You know, the women want somebody to love them and not bully them. They don't want a big head, they just want a down-to-earth man. You know, subscribing helps me put the needed information into people's hands. And with the information, their long-distance relationships can be a lot easier. So I'm going to ask you, join me. Like and subscribe. Be a part of this project. It's going to mean a lot to a lot of people, and I need your help doing it. So remember, just like and subscribe, all right? I think think now would probably be a good time just to sit down and think about how you're going to put your new fame to good use. I like that. You know, you've heard many times that I have at least, don't lead with your money. Men that try to win the girl over with money, they often end up in a bad position. Just allow her to experience your good traits and take care of her simple needs. Let me explain that a little bit. You know, if you had a job where you made $200 a month and all of a sudden you won the lottery, at that point, well, many people just go crazy, spending and doing stupid things and not planning for the future. They get awestruck with the money, all right? Hey, these women are no different. Their income is pretty low. And all of a sudden, if you just open up your wallet to them and they don't know how to handle it. They start making bad decisions, and that's going to lead you to problems later, I guarantee you, all right? Just instead, just help them with their basic needs in a small way. And that way, they don't go wild. They don't think they've inherited all this money, now they can do anything they want. But you have to understand that most Asian women see American men as being rich. So the way that you teach them in the beginning, it's either going to hurt you or help you later. I can tell you that for a fact. Now the bottom line, they're looking for a man that'll help them in life. Their lives over there are hard. And when you help with the children and help with their rent and the food and you show respect for their family, they're going to appreciate you. They're going to know you that you're the prize that they thought you were. Okay? And as time passes and you do a little bit more for them and get married or whatever, you're going to find yourself with a very loving and devoted woman at your side. I can tell you that. Remember now, like and subscribe before you leave. We want to get this into the hands of the people that need it, and I can't do it without your help. All right, in our next video we're going to be looking at long-distance relationships that almost nobody talks about. It's a silent killer of relationships that we're going to be talking about. And, you know, if you take care of this situation, it's going to boost the women's love for you into new heights, all right? So, what's the subject that I'm talking about? Glad you asked, all right? Our next video, we're going to be talking about children in a long-distance relationship. What about it? Okay, let's go look how the kids can snatch your loving woman right out of your arms. Let's just slide on over and get it done.